everyone, I am Vivian Jane Isosana and I will talk about the history of Somalia. History of Somalia. First, what is Somalia? Somalia is a country in Africa known for its geographic extremes. It has the longest coastline in Africa and known as the home of the pirates who trades the waters of the Horn of Africa. The country has a climate mainly dry and hot, so the inhabitants of Somalia have developed equally demanding survival strategies. Most of the country is extremely flat. Somali people are clan-based Muslims, and according to my research, Somalia is composed of different ethnic groups, such as, according to statistics, 92.4% of them are Somalian people, 2.2% are Arab, and 1.3% are Afar, and the other 4.1% out of 100% are considered others. Somali people are divided into numerous clans, such as Rahanyawa and Digil, or what we call Sal, the root of northeastern Ogaden, Haulie, and Isaac. Approximately 99% of Somali people are Muslim and 1% are other religion. Republic of Somalia has formed in 1960 by the Federation of former Italian colony and the British Protectorate. Furthermore, Somali Republic was the official name of Somalia after independence on July 1, 1960, following the unification of Trust Territory of Somaliland, which is the former Italian Somaliland. One of the persons who create big influence in this country is Mohammed Siad Barre, who held dictatorial rule over country from October 1960 until January 1991. Moreover, Barre held the dictatorial rule over the country from October 1969 when he led a bloodless military coup against the elected government until January 1991 when he was overthrown in a bloody civil war. Now let us move on to the kind of the government that they had in 1991. De facto government declared the formation of Independent Republic of Somaliland in North in 1991. First, let me define to you what is de facto government. De facto government is an actual possession of authority and control of the state, which is far more different from de jure government, which is the process of electing government officials was legal. Let's talk about the Civil War in 1991. The conflict started when the Ogaden region, which is controlled by Ethiopia. Somalia has supported and armed opposition group trying to overthrow Ethiopia's. Now, Ethiopia revenged by supporting Somali opposition movements. Somalia's western border was arbitrarily determined by colonial powers and divides the lands traditionally occupied by the Somali people. The legal system in this country was based largely on Islamic law. The central government in 1991 collapsed. This is because the civil war in 1980s led to the collapse of Somalia's central government. In May 1991, one such alliance declared the formation of the Independent Republic of Somaliland in the north. The last transitional government was the result of the Transitional Federal Charter promulgated in 2004 and provided the Transitional Federal Parliament and consisted of President, Prime Minister and Cabinet called the Council of the Ministers. That is all for today's history of Somalia.
Hello, good day. This is Rachel Diqueiros. I'm going to discuss about the relevant laws of Somalia and their type of governments. Especially the three branches they have, which is legislative, executive, and judiciary branches. And answering the question if the Somalia is only federal republic government or Somalias have another government. So, let's proceed. Somalia. Officially, the Federal Republic of Somalia is a sovereign country in the Horn of Africa. The politics of Somalia takes place in a framework of the Federal Parliamentary Representative Democratic Republic. According to the Constitution of Somalia, the President of Somalia is the head of state and prime minister as head of government who is appointed by the president with the parliament approval. Federal government of Somalia, there's are three. The other is legislative branch, the federal parliament. Under the legislative, there's a executive branch, which is the president of Somalia, of course, and the Villa Somalia. The third one is judicial, and they are called it Mogadishu. It officially comprises the executive branch of government, with the parliament serving as the legislative branch. It is headed by the President of Somalia, to whom the Council of the Minister reports to the Prime Minister. The country has a bicameral legislative, which consists of the Senate, which is the upper house, and National Assembly of Somalia, which is the lower house. Together, they make up the Federal Parliament of the Somalia. In 2012, the Federal Parliament of Somalia and currently inaugurated in the federal government of the Somalia, the first permanent central government in the country since the start of the civil war. Executive branch. The transitional federal government was the internationally recognized government of the Somalia until August 20, 2012. When its tenure officially ended, it was established as one of the transitional federal institutions of government as defined in the Transitional Federal Charter adopted by November 2004 by the Transitional Federal Parliament. Legislative branch. The Federal Parliament of Somalia is the national parliament of Somalia, formed in the August 2012. It is based in the capital, Mogadishu, and its bicameral consisting of an upper house and a lower house. The Federal Parliament of Somalia elects the president and has authority to pass and veto law. Judicial branch. The Constitution states that the judicial is dependent of the legislative and executive branches of government. Whilst fulfilling its judicial function, members of the judicial shall be subject only the Somali judicial system is based on Islamic law. Judicial authority of the Federal Republic is based in the courts. It can declare statutes as null and void if they are violation of the federal constitution. The national court structure consists of the three. One is constitutional court, second, the federal government level courts, and the third one is the federal member states level courts. So they are asking if the Somalia is still in anarchy. Islamic court existed, but most of had little influence. Islamic laws was reserved mostly for matters of divorce and inheritance, while the common law covered everything else. Although Somalia is still poor, the ordered anarchy that has existed since the mid-1990s has actually translated into improved living standards. So in the current year, in the modern world, Somalia is considered as a federal Federal Republic. Yeah.
Somalia's vision to its police is to create an empowered modern police with integrity and high standard that will ensure that the protection and service for the people and communities. For this, the federal government, the federal member state of Puntland, Jubaland, Harshabelle, the Southwest, and Galmudug agreed on the new policing model for the country. Since then, the implementation has been taking place to make the vision a reality. The new model, the current Somali police officer will become the Federal Police of Somalia, where the federal member state will also have their own state police. Both the federal and state police will finance their own prospective policy activities, appoint their own police commissioner, and also develops their own police plans. However, success of this new policing model will be measured against the trust by the public, the quality of the service delivery, and the reduction of crime and violence extremism in federal, member states, and federal level. Therefore, while the federal state police will be responsible for the first land policing through the community policing through visible patrol, the federal police will perform specialized duties like control of borders, tackle organized crimes, and ensure healthy international police relations. While both the federal and the state police have mobile tragic reaction units, commonly known as Darwish units, the state police will also have the power control units known as Birmadka. The police at the two level will work in collaboration by sharing information, coordinating and cooperation on daily activities, and will wear the same uniform with the same emblem but different badges. The federal and state police will have a combined strength of 32,000 police officers. Work continues on developing a comprehensive new policing model and translate it to legal framework in the federal and federal state members level. In the meantime, UN police and AMISOM police officers are providing training and support the new policing model, and AMISOM began recruiting and training the candidates for state-level police. This will help and improve the capacity of the police officers to establish and broad the protection of the people in Somalia.
Organizational structure. The Somali Police Force is the national police force and the main civil law enforcement agency of Somalia. AMISOM Police is supporting the federal and state police services and their respective line ministers, as well as the various coordination bodies in the field of policing organized by the Minister of Internal Security of the federal government of Somalia. The Somali authorities responsible for policing are working hard on the implementation of Somalian new policing model in line with the execution of the transition plan, the planning for election security, the integration of regional forces into Somali security institution, and the deepening of federalism as such. AMISOM Police provides strategic advice to the Somali government, and the federal and state serve the Somali people and uphold the rule of law in
Everyone, I am Jimel VM Pass from 2ECO, and I am from the group of Team Ace. Now, I am assigned the qualifications and benefits of the policing system in Somalia, and now I will discuss it to you. The first is the qualification. There are 3 federal states in Somalia, and they have been a 10-day training course to enhance their leadership and managerial skills. It is from the AMISOM, the African Union Mission in Somalia. This course was aimed to equipping station commanders with leadership and management skills that would enable them to coordinate, control, organize, and lead their personnel during operations. The participants were taken through various topics, among them leadership and management, Somalia's penal code, command and control, community policing, and gender and human rights. The training was part of AMISOM's capacity building program to prepare Somalia's security forces to assume security responsibility from the UA mission. This means that the Somalia's police chief of police, all the participants of being police will be trained and will be fully equipped. And then the next is the benefits. The AMISOM organized the training which will help professionalize the country's police force. This training focused on how to build the capacity of the Somali police, and the 40 police officers who managed to attend this training receive valuable skills which they will in turn transfer to their counterparts in various stations. The AMISOM trainers for coming up a program for senior police officers, adding that the training provided participants with the opportunity to network and share experience. The AMISOM senior police officers will be enhance their network and will share their experience in the police force of the Somalia, and this aimed at improving their managerial skills. The training has not only enhanced their policing skills but also helped them develop effective communication among security officers from different federal member states. Not only the physical skills or the policing skills will enhance to them, but also the good and effective communication among the security officers from different federal member states. And that 10-day training imparted on us important skills on governance and how to interact and create rapport with colleges, and this is the important skills, and this will help them for the governance and how to interact in good quality skills. And that's all, and thank you.